Okay, Violet's back, and now we're going to work on teaching Violet to hand target. So hand target is basically asking the dog or the puppy to touch their nose to the flat of your hand. If your dog already has a cue like this to give paw, you'll have to change your hand position. You could do a fist bump, you could do 2 fingers, you could really do anything you want. We usually use the flat of the hand because that's the way people are often reaching to dogs to pet them. And I like the idea that playing this game teaches dogs to touch the nose to the hand instead of the teeth. It also makes hands less scary. And it gives the dog something that they should be doing besides jumping, mouthing, anything else. We also use this game to reposition dogs. So sometimes people will call me because they have a puppy who is growling when they try to move the puppy from one place to another. And one of my first recommendations is stop doing that. Let's learn to ask the puppy to move instead of forcing the puppy to move, because nobody really likes being comfortable somewhere and having someone sort of forcibly push them somewhere else. So with Violet, she doesn't really know this game. I'm going to start off by making my hand nice and flat. I'm going to put it just in front of her nose, very close. Good. I said the word good as soon as I felt her nose. I wouldn't say it for whiskers or tongue. Let's try again. Good. Notice how I use that word good as a marker of behavior. I do that because my body isn't going to be down there fast enough with the food for her to understand what behavior I'm rewarding, but my word is. Good. If your puppy sort of gets in the hang of it but maybe sits down or plops down, you can also walk away from your puppy to add a little motion to the game, because we will want the puppy to walk towards us. So I like to add that in as soon as possible. One way to do it is like this. Good. So I turned my back on her and I walked away. The other way to do it is to toss some food away. My other helper cleaned that up for us. And then when the puppy returns, be ready. Good. I don't know if Lily blocked your view on that one. She likes to help out. And she's such an old lady. Good. That we let her. So that's how you start your hand target game. Once Violet has the hang of it, my next job is to start gradually increasing the distance between my hand and her nose, and also to start playing when she's not expecting it. It's easy for dogs to get in the hang of playing training games when they see us grab our food or grab a training pouch. So a good tip is to sort of leave your training treats around the house in little Tupperware containers so that you can play on the spur of the moment when your dog isn't really expecting it. You also want to think about gradually increasing the distance and gradually increasing the distractions in the environment, not trying to combine both of those at the same time. Violet's a little loud when she's hungry. If you're asking for it and you're not getting the result, that's when you want to sort of look at your training game and, oops, she missed. Figure out what went wrong. So she missed on that one, so I'm not going to reward. I'm going to give her another chance though. Good. So I gave her a couple of chances. Sometimes dogs just don't totally understand the game yet. You'll know when your puppy's understanding the game because she'll use her nose with a little bit more of an intentional bump, less of that tentative sort of sniff like I think you might have food in your hand. Violet doesn't totally understand the game yet. She also has a habit of being a little evasive around people's hands because she had some medical issues as a young puppy and got picked up a lot, so she doesn't really love that. So she tends to think hands are a little bit scary because maybe they're going to move her. And she also had some pain issues when she was young, so she thinks that it could hurt sometimes, in my opinion. So I'm always understanding when I work with her that she might not be excited about hands coming towards her, and it might be a little harder for her to understand the game. However, as you can hear, she really likes food. So I keep persevering so that she can learn. Now you'll notice I'm not attending to her or correcting her, giving her any attention for this rude behavior. I'm waiting till she's quiet and then letting her try again. Good. Good. So that's how you start a hand target. You can build your distance up pretty big, and if you're combining it with name attention, Violet, so that she turns and looks at you, you can then put out your hand to use it as a recall from a fairly big distance. But the dog has to be looking at you first. Teaching name attention is a different game for a different day. Thanks for watching.